was the big earthquake, and maybe that slowed down some of the, I don't know, that's what I hope happened. Could be.
So this guy went out of business.
Well, so we ended up selling this, and sometimes Japanese businesses get kind of creative with how they sell programs and things. And we had like a point system where like you could buy 33 million points, and each lesson you could choose to spend 12,000 of them for 50. And I was like, this makes no sense to me. But he wanted people to buy lessons in bulk so that we would pocket a lot of initial money, and then he lost it all in pachinko, like every day. So, oh yes, he did. If I needed to find him for something, I didn't have to go far to the local pachinko place. And he was like,
How did he even get this money to get off the ground?
I think they gave him a fairly sizable loan to do this.
Or they wanted at the pachinko.
Or he wanted at the pachinko.
I can't, but I could not imagine going just to be like, where's my boss? Oh, he's gambling all my wage away.
Yeah.
Well, and we still didn't have the right formula for like, what am I teaching exactly? Like, I don't know what's happening. But I made the best of it that I could, and his brother, who spoke about 35 words of English, helped write some of the AB dialogues, and those made absolutely no sense. They would.
AB dialogue is a conversation.
It's a conversation between two characters, and it'd be like, hello, and he'd be like, die, and I'd be like, what? I'd be like, I was like, I don't think that's where we should start, because this is at a grocery store. And he's like,
what to do when you run into a murderer?
I know that there is malls and different things, but I've never heard of lessons. English lessons given out in a mall.
No, we were pretty much the pioneers of this one. Well, to be fair, at Ito Yokado, sometimes you can find an eikaiwa that's kind of closed off a bit for children, but we had marketed ours for an adult. So I was done teaching kids. I've played too much dodgeball and soccer, and it's been, I was like, I want to try.
Planning rice.
And planning rice.
You actually wanted to teach English.
That's what I thought, yeah. And then so his AB dialogues, and he always defended them by saying, they're omoshiroi. I'd be like, so that the scene would be like, we're packing for a trip to America. And I'd say like, honey, where's my underwear? And she'd be like, you ate it? And I'd be like, this doesn't make sense. Like none of it, this is not even like a real conversation.
Average American conversation.
And so I was like, we need to rewrite these to be like, did you, what's the flight number? Did you confirm the passport stuff? Or let's go through like useful. And we had a lot of discussions about this. And while he was just gambling pachinko.
Right.
And needless to say, it kind of became this finger, he wasn't moving his feet to renew my visa. And this now gets into pretty scary territory where he's like, I'll recontract you for another year, but we're not making enough money. You're gonna have to take a huge cut in salary. And I was like, we hired like these other people to help, like, cause I needed somebody in the classroom who spoke Japanese to help. If I was like, this is what I want to tell you. And he would miss their payments for like 4 months, and they were these really sweet Japanese women. And you're just thinking, this is not working. So I had very little money left. I packed up and I visited a friend in Tokyo, and I had 2 days to find a job before I had to go back. Right. And I went through various places, and I found an eikaiwa, which I'd not taught at before other than my own failed business venture where, I was the prodigy of English teaching. And we found this one, and I thought this is perfect because the emphasis was English through drama. And I thought, that's perfect. I can do that. Yeah. That was the biggest mistake of my entire life.
What?
That was the worst job I ever had. And I gotta say, if again,
so you just rock up to this place and you're like, I want a job.
Well, I was begging, but it was something like that. I remember, I talked to the guy and I said, listen, I've got to get this place. I don't have a place to live. I'm out of money. I'm out of time. I can start. I have to get out of this. And he was like, it's okay, mate. It's all right. Calm down. And I remember he looked at me right in the face and he was like, you're gonna be a good teacher and it's gonna be all right. Welcome home. And I said like, oh, thank you so much, mister. You're so kind. And now he's like, time to